That look you gave Frank in the bedroom after you kissed him.
What look?
Boundaries seemed a bit smudged.
I have to explore possibilities.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a free spirit, John. I can't be chained down. That's why you chose me.
Yeah, something became real. It looked real.
It's supposed to look real. You want me to be more rigid.
Your accent's slipping.
What?
You told me to tell you when your accent's slipping. It's slipping.
What's this about?
I'm not sure.
You're the director, John. If you're not sure, then who is?
That's it. That's the exact look you gave Frank.
Welcome once again to Top Ceiling, where the ceiling is at the top. We are still at the Shnit International Short Film Festival, and right now we are with Matthew. Matthew, did you direct or did you write this film, the trailer?
Both.
Okay.
Both. I directed it and I wrote it with the help of the actors. So the
Fantastic.
actors, workshopped it, and I just wrote down what they said, and then turned it into a script.
Fantastic. Well, we are with a genius who chose to go by the name of Matthew, and he made this movie, the trailer, which we've just watched. I mean, absolutely amazing. I mean, one of the first things I noticed was just the aesthetic of it and the look of it and the technique you use a lot of lens working there. Maybe we can just start right there. Why did you use that, and what did you want to bring across using that technique?
Well, it was interesting because when I got into the shoot on the day, I said to the cinematographer, I want something that will show me the landscape of the face.
Yes.
Because the face for me is the conveyor of emotion. You know what I mean? That's where everything comes from. And in the movies that I like getting in close.
Yeah.
And I was imagining in the beginning like just something that you could see almost the pores of the skin.
Yes.
And then he said, well, why don't we do lens whacking? And I was like, well, what's that? And then he showed me a little bit of the stuff. And I was like, that is perfect for what I want, because I wanted that moment when you're intimate with someone and you start to notice bits of their face that you haven't noticed before. And so he did it perfectly. And what was really nice was that the performers were really, even though the script was already written, they were still improvising a little bit.
Oh, really?
So they were like I gave them a lot of leeway, a lot of movement. And this guy with the lens whacking, he could move. He almost like the camera was following the emotions. And if they looked that way, he'd go.
Yes.
He was a bit of a surfer. He actually surfs. Surfs in real life.
Really?
But he was like surfing the camera around the emotion of the actors. So.
I must say, I did experience that in the sense that I felt personally it forced you to focus on if it was lips. You know what I mean? And it went there. You had nowhere else to look because again the focus was just so absolutely amazing. But I mean, tell us a bit about yourself. What like maybe this film specifically, the trailer. Like why did you make it, and what was the statement you were trying to make with this film?
I love that question. What do you want to say is always an interesting thing, and people often don't. For me, it's actually an interesting question. What do I want to say? And with this trailer, with this movie, first of all, it was a workshop that turned into a film. So it began with these two actors, and we just got together to workshop. And I knew I'd hopefully shoot something, but I didn't know for sure. So I had a 1 hour rehearsal, another 1 hour rehearsal, and then we shot it.
Wow.
So it was very quick. And it was mainly an excuse to work with the actors. But then when we got together, I said to them, so what are you interested in? What issues do you as an actor or as a human being find in the world interesting? And I find really interesting two things. The one is, when is someone acting? So, when are they performing a role? We always perform roles. I'm performing right now. You're performing right now.
I'm performing right now. Check me out.
Here we are. We're both performing. Acting. Hollywood.
We're Hollywood.
But we're always acting.
Yes.
And I, in a relationship with two people, is like, where are you? Where am I in this moment? And so that's what I wanted to kind of get across is like, the character, the director, is very insecure with her because she's a great actress. When is she acting? When is she not acting? So that was the one thing I wanted to get across. And the other thing was just a power struggle.
Yes, you see
and
that.
A status thing. So playing with status. Who's got the status? And then him being so desperate to grab status that all he knows what to do is to get physical.
Yeah.
And grab it, push her against the
Yes.
wall, and he's
Yeah.
like, and then in the end so it's this like desperation that sometimes you feel in a relationship.
Yes.
You know, and you see your girlfriend looking at someone else in a way she doesn't look at you or
Yeah.
something, and you're like, what is that? So
Yes.
I wanted to get that kind of feeling across.
Wow. Fantastic.
So there's a lot of stuff going on in the film.
There's a lot of stuff
The
going
thing
on.
is
I mean,
you
I
can watch
wish-
it again and again because there's like layers.
A lot of
there's a lot of stuff.
A lot of subtext.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And tell me, so far, have you entered this film in other festivals? How's it being received by the audiences?
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm very bad at promoting my films when I'm finished. I'm going to the next one. You know, I think, okay, I've made it, I'm going. But what I've done is I've been very lucky. It's screened in New York and in, I don't know, Puerto Rico and, and England and Joburg and Durban. I went to the Durban International Film Festival. So what's been amazing actually is online submissions, you know, where I just send it online.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to post a CD or that's great.
Yeah.
So it seems like people like it, so that makes me very happy. Yeah.
No, fantastic. Now, and what did you think about Magic Bullet, our film that we shot?
Oh, very cool. Yeah, I love it. I mean, I couldn't believe it was shot on a phone. I mean, I love the idea of shooting stuff on phones a lot. Like I was saying to you earlier, I shot something on a documentary. My second camera was a phone. I think it's very cool. I would love to see it as a longer feature. You know, you can see it's like a condensed. It felt like it could be stretched out to a feature. But very cool. Yeah, well done.
Awesome.
Well done.
Thank
I
you.
love that you just went and flipping made a movie. I love the fact that you're learning from the roots. You know, it's the only way.
Awesome.
I was never taught either. And I teach. But I mean, I went to film school. I studied writing, so I did a master's in screenwriting. But I didn't filmmaking itself. I just learned.
Wow.
Along.
Okay. And tell us about your teaching. Like, where do you teach and what kind of stuff do you teach?
I've been teaching now for about about 14 years.
Wow.
So a long time.
Okay.
I've taught at AVDA for full time. I was at UCT full time in the film media department. I've taught. Right now, I'm teaching at. It's quite funny. I'm teaching at AVDA, City Varsity, ACT Cape Town, an online course with Get Smarter, which is a great company. And there's probably more. So I teach all over the place, mainly screenwriting, and acting.
Wow, okay.
And directing.
So please don't watch any of my stuff. Screenwriting is my worst. Like I think of A to B. I want to make this thing do, and so all my stuff. So please don't watch my stuff.
We can talk. You know, you send your script my way.
Maybe I'll attend class first.
Attend the class.
Then you can like give me all the red markings.
I've got some great screenwriting notes I can sell you. I wrote 70,000 words on screenwriting. If anybody wants them. It's a good booklet. It's very good.
Hectic.
Only 300 rand.
Okay. All right. Maybe we need to talk. Okay, cool. All right. Maybe as we close, tell me if people want to see some of your work you've done, where can we find you? Do you have a YouTube channel? Do you have a website?
There is a Vimeo channel.
Vimeo channel. Fantastic.
Matthew Kalil. You look it up on Vimeo. I think you'll find the trailer there.
All right.
It might be password locked, but you can send me an email. I'll give it to you.
Is it?
It's actually the password's called the trailer. So easy.
Wow, there we go. We're going to put it right in the comment section below on YouTube. Fantastic.
Go to Vimeo and look at it. Whatever, it's free. I should get a website. One day I'll grow up and have a website.
Is it?
Next year.
Awesome. Yeah. This is really, I'm finishing now. This is really the last question. Now, one of the things is our audience is mainly young people. I've got students from AFTA and some from UCT.
Cool.
And so a lot of times it's like, is it? Oh, wow. So I'm okay. Maybe should I mention your name right now? Do you do your assignment? Yes? No? Okay. Well, we won't.
Extra marks. We give them. If they keep logging onto your site a lot, then maybe
extra marks. Watch Top Ceiling. It will get you your degree. All right. What was I saying?
Some question about students. Oh, you have lots of young people.
Oh, yes. So now, and it's often there's a gap between when they look at, students looking at while I'm studying and where I want to be. And also you're thinking, I'm going to finish my degree and boom, I'm going to make my film get known. And often outside, one thing I've been saying to myself, the motivation should be, I want to tell stories, not necessarily wanting to make money. So maybe what kind of practical advice to someone who's saying, it's my final year, I'm about to step into the big world, give them one piece of advice.
It takes time, so take your time. And if it's something you really want to do, if you want to make money, do an economics course. Do not do film in South Africa. It's madness if you want to make money. Seriously, it's insane. I mean, it's mad.
It's difficult.
I try not to make films a lot.
Sure.
Like I've tried for years not making, but I can't help it. I kind of got something. The stories you said about stories.
Yeah.
The stories want to come out of me. Fucking try and keep them down.
Yes.
And then they just keep coming up again.
Wow. Yeah.
So be true and honor your story and focus on what you can tell the world and make the film only you can make.
Yeah. Wow.
If you make the film only you can make, it might work. But if you try and make it to make money, come on, really, you're going to make it at the box office. Maybe 10 million if you're lucky in South Africa. But rather just make the film you want to make.
Yes.
And the film only you can make.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what I would say. But it's difficult to do that because you've got to look inside.
Yeah.
And also ask yourself, why do you want to make films?
Yeah.
It's a good question. I've asked myself, I was very confused. At some point, I always made a slasher horror movie because I just wanted to make money and be a film director. I just wanted to be a director.
Yeah.
Why? I don't want to make a slash horror. I don't want to scare people. They're scared enough already. You know what I mean? I want to inspire people. Yes. So anyway, I think my advice would be true to yourself.
Fantastic. Awesome. Matthew, thank you so much for your time and congratulations with your film.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks.
Hopefully we'll meet each other somewhere along in the film industry.
In the ceiling,
yes, you are watching Top Ceiling with the ceiling at the top.
It's not a glass ceiling.
Oh no, this one is a weird ceiling, isn't it? Yeah. Who made this? No, they should get refunded for this.
Michelangelo, maybe?
Michelangelo? No, not that guy. No.
One big roller paintbrush.
I think that's what happened, yeah. Shocking, I tell you.
Terrible.
Okay, let's go home.
Okay,
cheers.
Cool. Awesome, thanks.
First of all, you took my job.
What do you mean?
So this is why I'm stuttering on camera.
Yeah.
The main appearance was Dev Patel, and he was...
Not Hugh Jackman.
Well, he wasn't really the main person in the trailer. I think he made a few appearances towards the end. Chappie had a stamp, like a South African stamp of the South African flag.
Yeah, even on the inside, it doesn't say made in China. It actually says made in South Africa.
Does it say made in South Africa?
I don't know. I just made it up.